Hello and welcome to Cadenza. If you've been around any number of people for any length of time, you have no doubt been in some sort of relationship. Some relationships last longer than others. Some break up hard and messy, while others just seem to fizzle out. And some pretty good relationships can last an eternity, even though they may be put on pause for even extended periods of time. People are funny, fickle, and rarely eternally happy, so relationships are things I think most people could spend a lifetime trying to master. We tend to define relationships that don't last as failed or broken, at least until we look at them through the lens of perspective and realize that perhaps, while the failing and breaking may sting at the time, the imminent demise of the not great relationship was probably for the best all the way around. One of the more complex elements of managing relationships is likely the ability or the capacity to move on, hopefully with your sanity and sense of self-worth intact. Instead of moving on gracefully, people tend to put a lot of energy into hating and berating their past relationships and the people involved because, well, sometimes it hurts. Really bad. Some people learn lessons. Others don't. I'm not talking about dangerous and toxic relationships where real and extensive physical and mental damage can be done. Those should be taken very seriously and considered outside the context of this particular discussion. The key there is if you find yourself in a situation where you are not comfortable, abuse is threatened, feared, or taking place, you feel you are being manipulated or being taken advantage of, and so on, you owe it to yourself, in consideration of the one life you have to live, to truly consider if this is the right place for you to be and to take immediate action to be as safe as possible. So outside of that, in the sort of relationships where two people can't seem to maintain the glow and allure of joy from whatever brought them together in the first place, people often split and go their separate ways, often sad, often angry, often disappointed, often feeling robbed and occasionally skipping with joy. Not often, but hey, if you know you're headed to a better place, you should enjoy the joy that comes with that. What does this have to do with music, you ask? Or more importantly, songwriting? Well, breakup songs are big business. Without the misery of relationships gone bad, at least half the songs we love so much would not exist. I mean, for every walking on sunshine, you probably get 24 ain't no sunshines when she's gone. It ain't an exact formula, but the songs of woe seem to outnumber the songs of joy, except maybe around the holidays. The history of breakup songs is probably as long as history itself. They provide a great format for sharing notions of grief, sadness, revenge, heartbreak, loss, and so on. Most of the time, the songs clearly convey who is wounded and who did the wounding, at least from the perspective of the performer, what they did, the damage that was done, and how things might be in the future. Most of them. I stumbled across a song from 1911 that muddies the waters of intent quite a bit. On first listen, you think, yup, this is a breakup song, but after each listen, if you give it more than one, you start to think, wait, who did what here? As I noted, E. Austin Keith created the words and music for When I'm Gone, You'll Soon Forget in 1911. I found some contrary information that says that James Edward Haley created the song some years later. That was recorded by Gene Autry. But since I saw a copy of the sheet music with Keith's name on it, I'm going with Keith from 1911 for the win. Either way, When I'm Gone, You'll Soon Forget is a bit of a mystery, or I'm just making too much of it. The gist of it is the main character says, I'm leaving. It's better that way. You don't care anyway. You'll be happy once I'm gone. So happy, in fact, you will completely forget that I existed, and you will move on with your life without giving me a second thought. End scene. What's the hang-up, you ask? Well, all of it. Who's the victim here? The person leaving? The person staying with the memory issues? If things were so awful, how did they get together in the first place? It seems the other person feels or felt nothing from the very beginning. What took them so long to figure this out? Why isn't the person leaving happier? Maybe they are happy and it's a relief to go. I don't know, but I have questions. It kind of has a you've lost that loving feeling kind of vibe to it. Thematically at least. But that tune has more concrete examples as to why things went sideways. The opening of our song today goes, When I'm gone, you'll soon forget me, and it's better I should go. You regret the day you met me. You have often told me so. How many times would someone have to hear that before they decide that sticking around may not be in their best interest? This is clearly a one-sided thing. Should the person be leaving because they finally realized that they were the only person interested in the relationship? Or is it more of a F you to the loveless? Hey, person who I'm not getting anything from, because you've said some awful things to me and you clearly do not care, I'm out. Bye, Felicia. For some reason, this song had enough stickiness to keep it around for some time. It's been recorded a few times. I'm not sure I get it, which makes me think more about it, like a puzzle. Maybe you'll all hear something I don't. Let's give it a go. When I'm gone, you'll soon forget. When I'm gone, you'll soon forget me. And it's better I should go. You regret the day you met me. You have often told me so. Once your heart was in my keeping, and perchance you love me yet. Far away I'll soon be sleeping. When I'm gone you'll soon forget. When I'm gone you'll soon forget me. When from you I'm far away, you'll be happy in the old home that you yearn for day by day. In your heart there'll be no longing, not one hint of fond regret. I will leave you now forever. When I'm gone you'll soon forget. When I'm gone you'll soon forget me. When from you I'm far away, you'll be happy in the old home that you yearn for day by day. In your heart there'll be no longing, not one hint of fond regret. I will leave you now forever. When I'm gone you'll soon forget. When I'm gone you'll soon forget. Until next time, play freely.